Ever feel like your brain won't stop spiraling? It's not a personality flaw. It's the interference of the overthinker. It sounds smart, it sounds safe, but really it's keeping you stuck, anxious, and exhausted. So we just got back from a trip to Colorado as a family, and so it's kind of halfway. So Brindley and Mason came over from Utah, and we came up. So it's about halfway from Texas and Utah and stuff. And so on our way there, we stopped by Buc-ee's. Have you guys ever heard of Buc-ee's? It is incredible. It's this gas station, and I know it sounds like, okay, how can a gas station be cool? But it is like the Disneyland of gas stations. It is so good. And if you stop by there, make sure you get the barbecue because they have really, really good barbecue. They also have really good fudge. They have these things called beaver nuggets. It's like this caramel popcorn situation. I can't eat popcorn anymore. It wrecks my stomach, but they have all these choices. And so we were like grabbing some stuff for lunch, and I was trying to grab something that was yummy, and full of protein so I could actually be filled up and that wouldn't hurt my stomach. So I was like, I probably shouldn't do brisket because sometimes, brisket's heavy. And so I wanted to do something light. So I was looking around. Buc-ee's is ginormous. Okay. If you've never been, let me paint the picture for you. When you walk in, you walk past the golden statue of Buc-ee. I mean, that's how, they have shirts. They have all these things going on. They have 100 gas station pumps. I mean, it's huge. And they have so many good food. They have this huge line of soda drinks from the tap. And then they have cases on cases of other drinks. And then the other side so one side of the store is all food. And the other side of the store is all like shirts and home decor. It's kind of like a mini Target. It also has that feeling of Target. Maybe that's why I like it. Anyway, so I was circling around and Scott's like, what do you want to get to eat? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I was looking at their salads, but sometimes in salads, they kind of skimp on the meat. And I was like, okay, I am an adult, not a child. I need a little bit more meat than that. So I wanted chicken or turkey or something like that. But anyway, I decided to go with a salad and then supplement with like a protein drink or something like that too. But anyway, it took me forever to decide. I was so overthinking it. I was like, well, maybe I should get the brisket. The brisket is really good. But then my thoughts were, wait, I don't know if that's a good for travel. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you haven't tried it, just try a bite. It's so good. And we did get some fudge. And I was like, okay, fudge is one of my soft spots in life. I love fudge so much. So we did get some fudge. But anyway, after like circling around literally 10 circles around the food deli section, I was like, okay, I'm just going to get this. And I thought it's not the best, but it's good enough, And so we went on our way. I did enjoy eating the salad because, I have a salad every single day for my whole entire life. And it made me feel good. And then they have really good like tater tots and fries. It's the South. So that's what it's going to be. It's so good. So I needed to stop myself from overthinking, stop myself from overdoing this, stop myself from overthinking all these things. And before we jump into our episode, we're going to do a beautiful peace reset to get your body back into clarity, into calm, and recognize that peace is your strategy for success. You've tried all these other things, right? I tried all these other things, but when I leaned into peace, I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is why I'm so successful. This is why I have clients all over the world. This is why, I can pay myself. This is why I can do all these beautiful things because I'm led with peace. So we're going to take just a few minutes, just 2 minutes to power up your peace and invest in your success. So if you're in a spot where you can, place both hands over your heart, and I want you to take some deep breaths. Just breathe in and exhale in your natural rhythm and feel that peace coming into you. When you place both hands over your heart and you just allow yourself to feel that, it feels like a hug. It stimulates the same feeling as hugging someone. So if you're in a really anxious moment, if you're in a really tough time, you can put both hands over your heart and reconnect and give yourself that love that you need. Take some more deep breaths. Allowing softness to come into your body. Allowing peace to fulfill all those edges or resistance or stress points. That peace is filling your body as you breathe in, exhaling anything that's not serving you. One more deep breath. And you can release your hands to wherever feels comfortable for you. Good job. All right, as we jump into this episode, I cannot wait for you to activate your human design and a part of your human design that can override this overthinker. So raise your hand if you're an overthinker. And I'll do that too. In my mastermind, we were going over the overthinker this month, and this is our focus and how we bring in somatic tools and peace and all the things. And so we were all talking as a community, and I was asking people, where does your overthinker show up? Where does your overthinker override you and take away your peace? And where is it showing up for you? And everybody was chiming in. And I sent this message and I wanted to share it with you. This is the message I sent in a graphic so they could download it. You don't have to overthink your way to success. Just trust your next right step. Oh my goodness, right? Just trust your next right step. Now, let me give you a hack in order to trust your next right step. And it is by using your human design inner authority. So if you're looking on the chart, if you haven't pulled your chart from my site, go in the show notes. It's right in there. It's amazing. It will give you a lot of insights into what you need to do next and how you can accelerate your peace for success. And off to the right side, there's a list of your type. There's a list of your profile, all these things. And there's a list of your inner authority. This is how you make decisions best. This is your decision-making strategy. And this is what you can use when the overthinker is coming in. So when I was in Buc-ee's and I was circling the deli, trying to figure out what to eat over and over and over and over again, Scott was there. And so he's like, what do you want to eat? And he's like, he's so sweet. He's like, I want you to make sure you get something that you like and that fills you up and that helps you, because I know traveling is hard for you. So he's always very, thoughtful about that. So we were circling. He's like, what if you get the salad and you put this in there? And so I was kind of talking through. I thought, okay, just use my human design inner authority to make this decision. Now, it seems like something small, but I want to really trust myself. I want to trust my own processes and trust how I'm making my own decisions the best. And the way that I make decisions best is by talking things out. And then it becomes clear to me that talking things out becomes like a straight line instead of this spaghetti gunk, it's like, oh wait, this is the road I should take. It all opens up in front of me. Instead of feeling like I'm in traffic, I actually feel like all the traffic dissipates and I'm able to see and feel exactly what I need to do. And so that's what helped me to decide, talking things out. I was like, wait a second, I think I should probably stick with a salad and some meat, and maybe I should just supplement with a protein drink, to get that extra protein in. And he's like, oh yeah, good decision. So I'm like, let's go, and that can really help you too. As you're combating this inner fear of this overthinker, it's not that you're broken. It's not that you're messed up. Just use the way that's best for you in order to accelerate to the next level. Okay. So let me go over. So if you're looking at your chart, or if you know your inner authority, I'm going to go over those and to help you have clarity to make the decision that's best for you. I really do not like and have not liked the personal development space that has been like, make the decision using this way, feel into it this way. I'm like, I've always felt like there was something more, and this human design element added the something more. So it's so important to lean into the way you make decisions best, because you can honor your own truth in your own way, but you need to know how to get there. So emotional inner authorities, you get this emotional wave, right? These highs and lows. And so when you're having these highs and lows, I want you to honor the way that you make a decision best is when you come to this place of contentment. Just like the ocean has this place of contentment, that's where I want you to come to. So I don't want you to do things when you're like too low or too high and make those decisions, because guess what? The next day you're going to think, wait a second, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said yes. I should actually say no. Or I shouldn't have said no. I should actually say yes. And so one thing I want you to think about is, have I honored my wave? Have I come to a place of stillness? That's what I want you to do. Now, if you're a sacral inner authority, this is your gut. This is your gut saying yes. This is your gut saying no. So I want you to get in tune with what your gut is saying. So is it yes? Is it sparkly? Is it feeling aligned? Is it feeling like joyful? Is it feeling happiness? What is it feeling? Okay. If it's a no, it's going to feel blah. If it's going to feel uninspired, it's going to feel like a responsibility. That's not fun, like you're dragging yourself through this mud type of thing. And so, is this a yes in my gut? That's what I want you to champion, that theme. Is this a yes in my gut? Do I really want to do this? Is it coming from my gut? It might not make sense, which most decisions kind of don't. But is this a yes from your gut? That's what I want you to hone on. Splenic. This is your intuition. This is where your intuition will help you make the decisions best. And this, you can ask yourself, what did my body sense first? That first response, that first inclination, that first understanding. And again, your mind might override it. Your mind might come in and say, you know what? Spreadsheet said this is the decision, but your body's feeling another way. I want you to start overriding what your mind is talking about. This headspace, not working for you. I want you to feel into the sense. And remember, your intuition is soft usually. It could be like, hey, do it. But it's usually kind of like this whisper, I kind of have this inclination to do it this way. And that is just enough. Follow that feeling. There's been so many times where I've checked in with my intuition or felt this sense of going in a certain direction. And I'm like, okay, that sounds kind of weird. I didn't know that was on the radar. And I go in that direction and there we go. There it is. It's so beautiful. So really want you to empower you to have the decision-making skills for you. Now your heart. If you have the heart inner authority, your mantra is, does this align with my will and desire? The heart is all about willpower and desire. It can move mountains. It has just this, beautiful gift. And where your heart desire is kind of leaning towards, and that phrase, you're like, this is kind of where my heart is. That's what I want you to lean into. That's where I want you to go. Where your desire is going, that's the right roadmap for you. And if you notice, all of these things are not going back to, again, this spreadsheet, this how we make decisions in life and business is pros, cons. I watch a little bit of Gilmore Girls every night. I don't know, it's just my relaxing show. And so I am on an episode where Rory just got into Harvard. She got into Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. She got all the big envelopes. And she and her mom are in Luke's cafe and they're writing a pros, cons list of like, what's good about Harvard? What's good about Yale? What's good about Princeton and all these things. And so again, we're not going to do that. Okay. We're not doing a pros cons list. I want you to be educated. I want you to make educated answer, like decision making, but I really, the best way you can do that is to lean into your body. And this is how you do it. So again, for your heart, does this align with my will and desire? Next one is self-projected. Self-projected is the one I have. This is what truth emerges when I speak. And so it's about speaking out like your decision-making process with people you trust, not people who are trying to manipulate you to do a certain thing, but it's a sounding board. And through that sounding board, the decision becomes free to make itself clear to you. And that truth really emerges when you speak. So if you're stuck and if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with my life or what I'm doing in this business or what I'm doing here and there, I want you to get really clear on what truth emerges when I speak. Okay. The next one is mental. Mantra is, am I in the right space to process? Because mental inner authority is you're processing it with a very important point of view. So it's not like, oh, my brain is like computing these things, It's more of a point of view situation where you're noticing the point of view. So if I'm looking out my office has 2 huge windows, and with these windows, I'm seeing this beautiful tree. You guys know I love a good tree. It's beautiful live oak tree, which has many branches. It's super tall. It's probably been here 25 years. And then off to the right, there's this other really huge, beautiful tree. And so my point of view is allowing me to see these different things. When I was in the yard on Saturday, I was looking at our magnolia and I was like, oh, wait a second, there's this huge bloom. And so I thought, wait a second, what if I grab the bloom and I dry it? Because I want to get into dried flowers. I just think they're so pretty. Anyway, so your point of view is really going to lead you in the right process. And so use that mantra. Am I in the right space to process? Not being infiltrated by other people's ideas and thoughts and points of view, but having your own and leaning into that. The last one is lunar, and this is for reflectors. And your mantra is, what has time revealed to me? Time is on your side. Time is your thing. In time, everything will happen for you, for your purpose, for yourself, to give you that beauty and that ability to make those decisions. And so a lot of times in business and in life, we're rushed into decisions, we're rushed into making things happen. And that's not for you. That is not how you make decisions best. And I don't want you to try and make decisions that way. And everything is happening for your good in the timeline. It's not that you have to rush through things. That rushing actually sabotages more things in your life and business. And so I want you to lean into the time will reveal itself. And it doesn't take very long. A lot of times I want to make sure that we're clear here. In reflectors, oftentimes the human design, they talk about reflectors needing a whole month to decide, needing a whole lunar cycle or whatever to decide. And I want to keep it more fluid than that. I have found with my work and with clients all over the world that with reflectors, that things open up in their own time as long as you're not rushing it. It's not going to take a month, usually. It's maybe take a few days, maybe a couple weeks, maybe something's coming towards you and you can feel that, but you don't have to rush it or make it happen. It's coming towards you for a reason. All right. So take these mantras, take these in your life. If you're on Spotify, it means so much to me if you comment. And on whatever platform you're listening to this, please subscribe. It just means the world to me and helps get these messages out to everybody, is to subscribe, leave comments, to rate, to do all those things. If you haven't gotten your human design reading, this is a must. And I love doing human design readings so much because I do it as a private podcast just for you, all about you, with every single part of your chart as an episode. So you can put it into your peace power up through that. You can put it on in the morning while you're walking. When you need a boost, you can put that on too. I want you to have the tools that helps you to overcome what's interfering your success and what's interfering your dreams and your goals. So the overthinker may be loud, but your truth is deeper and your truth is louder. Let's walk towards it one step at a time. All right, see you in the next episode. Wasn't that so amazing? Oh my goodness, I came away with pages of notes and intentions that I've been feeling. And what I want you to do now is one thing, okay? I want you to either sit with the feeling that you've had during this episode. I want you to look at your notes, and I want you to focus in on that one thing that you can do going forward. As human beings, we get so inspired by inspiring podcasts and speakers, and then we forget to zone in on one thing. And so I want you to focus in on that one thing that you can do moving forward. I'm going to give you just a pause because you know I like a pause, and a pause is easier to do with people. So I want you to pause and think of that one thing. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to write that one thing down, because as human beings, we always forget. I always forget too. And so I want you to write that thing down, either put it in the notes on your phone, put it on a sticky that you'll see different places. I want you to have that so you can go back to and reflect over and over again, because these episodes aren't just for you to inspire you in the moment. They're to inspire your actions going forward in the next moments, and I'm here to back you up, and I'm so grateful you're here. One thing I would love for you to do as we get these messages out more and more, the thing that can help this podcast, and it can help me out so much, is for you to go like and subscribe and share these episodes. It's so easy. It just takes a second, but it helps other people to find these episodes. It helps the podcast to get out there, and I so appreciate it. So